Hi everyone, Yvonne, Heath here with Love Your Life to Death. As promised, I'm sharing once a month I'm sharing one of my 7 takeaways, which I have learned about living life to the fullest, how to grieve and support others, and how to have the talk about end of life long before it arrives and diffuse the fear. So this month I'm sharing takeaway number 2. It takes a village. It takes a village to support the ill, the caregiver, the dying, the bereaved, and each other. So many times when someone is facing a crisis, a loss, or challenge, we look to the professionals to take over, and we kind of feel like, oh, thank goodness, the professionals are here, and so they're in good hands. And while that is very true, you have hospice, victim services, bereavement, or counselors, we absolutely need our professionals. But we also need our village. There's so many other moments and hours in the day that we need our friends, our family, and our neighbors. We don't always need, only the professionals. And when people have addictions or chronic illness, there's many hours and many years that they may not have that support at all. So one thing I've done is I want to know more about what my neighbors are doing. And there's a great story of a neighbor who had cancer, and he was going through treatment, and he and his wife were absolutely exhausted, and they got their big pile of wood delivered, and they were just overwhelmed. And one neighbor sent out a text and said, I'm going to go pile wood here. Would anyone like to join? And 25 people from around the neighborhood, some didn't even know this couple, showed up, and in 1 hour we piled that wood. And it was just such an extraordinary story, and it meant so much to this couple. And that's what I'm talking about, being that village. So my question to you, and I'd love you to be more observant, more aware. Do you know what your neighbor might need? Are you aware of what someone might need in your community? I feel like if we all sort of open our eyes more and become that village, we will suffer less when grief arrives. Thanks so much. See you next time.